Greetings, THL. My name is LotusKnight. I'm here bringing you the best of Friday Night Fights. I'm joined today by SilverTFoxDemon and the Big Ted. SilverTFoxDemon, how are you doing? I'm doing good. I cannot complain. Big Ted, how's it going? Seems to be a minor audio issue. Just making sure. Can you guys say something?
Hello?
Hello.
Okay. Sorry, my computer decided to behave a little bit weird for the beginning.
Nice.
Yeah, it put the audio output of you guys and the audio output of song for the opening in different channels. But let's not worry about that. Today we have a great match scheduled for you guys. We have obviously from Teen Hearth Legends versus RonMexico from the Burninators. Um, what do you guys think? I know one of you has a little bit of a in to this match.
Yeah. So Ron Mexico is of course one of my players on the Burninators, and I think he's going to play exceptionally tonight, and I expect all good things coming into this match. He's going up against a very strong opponent in Avi, and so I'm expecting this to be a
Yeah. What are you thinking about the match, Big Ted?
Man, yeah, obviously, these are like two of the top players in Hero, so it's, just awesome that we get to stream them as well as, this is a huge matchup for playoff implications. Jeez. If you're in the Discord, I spam Hero constantly during the final week talking about, what everybody needs to do to win and make it in. And this is, basically whoever wins this matchup wins and gets in.
Yes. Yeah, and
So
both
that
of these players have been best players before.
yeah. So yeah, it's just very important match between two awesome players. I'm expecting them to, just go all out and leave it all in the tavern.
I would say that's true. Both of these teams are just so strong. They've been competing really well for the last few season hero, and one of them is going to get in for sure if they win.
Yeah, unless there's a slight chance that, if they like have a really close week then they could get past, but pretty likely that one gets in.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, it's exciting. And I'm, excited to see a good match.
Yeah, I would say that's true. In terms of classes, we have Avi bringing that hunter, priest, rogue, warrior versus RonMexico with the druid, hunter, mage, rogue. What do you guys think about this choice? I'll start with you, Big Ted, this time.
Um just looking at it, I don't know, I think I prefer Ron a little bit. Just because he has the Druid, where Aviously doesn't, and I still feel like Druid's one of the strong classes right now.
Druid is really strong right now. I agree. I think the argument would be that Ron has gone for a bit of an anti-priest lineup in that only one of his classes loses to priest. So Avi is going to have a bit of trouble with that priest. Even though it's hero, that means a deck that typically counters the deck is not going to be able to counter it that much.
Yeah.
Um, we don't have the warrior though. The warrior is a really good deck because it's so good against that hunter. So I kind of think RonMexico is going to end up banning hunter.
um yeah, I would assume so. I mean, I know what the ban is cuz he's already told me. Um but his lineup is rather pointed towards priest. He's a player that doesn't like playing against priest. It's usually his ban. So him targeting the lineup, targeting priest is normally not something he would do, but he did it this time. So we're gonna see how he does in that priest matchup, or if that priest matchup's gonna get underneath his skin like it normally does and ends up making him lose. I think he's prepared for it. He's got his classes set up the way that he needs to, and yeah. So I'm going to say that it's gonna be a hunter ban from Ron Mexico coming in. I'm curious as to what Avi's gonna ban though.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I think Avi is going to end up just looking at it. I would not be surprised with the Druid ban here, just because Druid lines up so well against everything. I think we might
Yeah.
actually not see the Druid here.
I'm going to disagree. I think we might end up seeing just knowing that his hunter's going to get a pointed ban. You might and knowing that the priest is being pointed towards by everything else, you might actually just see a hunter ban outright, because Ron might not even worry about pulling out his hunter until he knows that the priest has been taken care of, if he has the choice, that is.
Yeah, that's very fair.
I could see that as well. Okay, so we do have the bans. Avi banned Druid, and RonMexico did ban the Hunter.
Okay.
So we'll update it on the screen right now. So no big surprises there, I would say.
Not
Yeah.
really. Not really at all.
Yeah, no rogue bans. This doesn't seem like the kind of scenario where rogue is going to matter a lot.
No.
Sorry. I'm just letting them know, giving them instructions to make sure the things are all going on time. Yeah. Also, just as a reminder, we will be having a special Quest Druid guide. Since that has been such a big deck in THL and we all love playing it, we thought it would be interesting to just talk a little bit about the deck after this match. So stick around after the match for some fun.
Yay for more content.
Yeah?
Gotta love it.
Yes. Now, I think we're all set. Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about before we begin our great match?
No, I
No.
don't think so.
But I'd like Avi to add me.
Okay.
So I can actually, spec both sides.
Let me make sure. I'll just
I,
tell him.
yeah, I just DM'd him.
Okay. Now, I wonder. I'm surprised that Avi didn't bring his Mork Druid. I know he's been playing it a lot the last 2 days, so wanted to note that for those of you who are a bit obsessed with Smork Druid that Avi and Toos have been talking a ton about. I'm not a huge fan of the deck, and Avi's going to kill me for saying this, but I don't care. Yeah, but we're
Oh
going.
man.
I'm sure they're going to bring some spicy decks for us.
Yeah.
Any decks you guys are looking forward to seeing in this match?
I don't know. Depends a lot. Like, I'm just kind of wondering what Ron's Hunter is gonna end up being.
That's true. I could see he wants to target a priest. I'm not actually sure here.
Well, Ron is not a player of Dragon Hunter and the
Yeah.
other one, so I'm going to go out on the limb of knowing what the deck is and say it's Highlander Hunter.
Oh really? Okay. And like I would have said, expecting if it was going to be a target priest, I would have expected it to be Quest over Highlander.
Well, it can't be pure target though, just because
Yeah,
of the
it's
nature
not
of
Yeah,
pure
hero.
true.
So I think it's either going to. I would have gone for. Actually, Highlander looks really good into this. Maybe to target the rogue a bit would make sense, but I don't think you need it.
Yeah, he's very comfortable on Highlander Hunter, so it's no surprise seeing him pull that out and play it, just because that's what he's good.
Yeah, and they are queuing
Yeah.
now. We'll share the screen with you as soon as we have it. We're going to see Rogue versus Priest to start.
Looks like Avi's trying to get that either that priest win or loss out of the way very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the rogue isn't such a bad matchup for Ron, so this should be a good game.
Yeah, I think Rogue has a great matchup into Priest, so I'm sure Ron is quite happy seeing this. That being said, I don't think this is the deck that Avi was planning to get many wins with.
No, I
Yeah,
have
definitely.
I think it's going to be the warrior that he's expecting to get the wins with.
Yeah, I would say so.
So like normally I'd say this is kind of a good strat, just get the priest out of the way early. But in a in a like format like THL is, I kind of like saving the priest for last, just because like if you don't have to lose with it and give your opponent the point, then I think
That's
it's worth
true.
not.
Especially in a match that has such strong playoff implications.
Exactly. And this is definitely two strong teams. It could come down to every point mattering.
Yes. Also, the priest does hit the hunter pretty hard, so if you're not expecting the first match to come in hunter.
Yeah.
I bet you that's what he was expecting, knowing
It might be.
Yeah.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, Avi probably knows this, but Ron's a heavy hunter player, so maybe he expected Ron to go with the hunter first.
Yeah, possibly.
So from the front, we've seen a Pharaoh Cat dropped and just a couple passes from the Res Priest, which we know it's not Quest, so
Yeah.
Yeah. I think most people have cut the quest by this point.
Yeah.
There's a few lineups where it's favorable in two, but I'd say 90% of the time you should not put it in.
I haven't for a while. It
Yeah.
was the deck for a while, and then
Oh yeah,
it
it
just
absolutely was.
gravitated towards Res Priest.
I think it's mostly like when the meta changed, when all the new cards came out.
Yeah.
Is kind of
We
when
see we see that Ron has a very nice curve in hand with a turn 4 a Devoted Maniac, or even a coin into something even more.
Yeah, I kind of like the turn 4 Maniac into turn 5, probably like Faceless, and then turn 6 he could even Lackey Coin Togwaggle.
Yeah, that just sounds like a game-winning play to me.
Honestly, it really does.
Maniac does look really good here. Don't
It
see
does.
if you. There's some argument to Seal Fate, Shadow Step if he didn't have damage, but I don't think you need it just because that would allow you to do a turn 5 Togwaggle. That being said, it's just so big to have a Faceless Corruptor this early.
Yeah, especially in
is.
a matchup where it can't really clear it this early.
Yeah, it's quite hard for it to clear it. It can do Mass Hysteria, but that's kind of it.
Yeah, and it's a 50-50 whether or not it clears anyways.
Yeah, and also it just feels really bad to Mass Hysteria this early on a board this small.
We see
Yeah.
the Galakron draw on Ron with a easy Galakron pull. So now he's got that invoked
Not got a
like
Faceless
he
Corruptor.
wants to invoke.
No,
No,
he's
it
saving
seems like he's trying to get his Galakron online as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Oh, you hate to
Ooh.
see it.
Well, I mean, it's a
Oh.
good target for Faceless Corruptor, though.
The thing is, this is also an interesting card to play with Mass
True.
Hysteria.
Yeah, because then
Yeah.
that opens him up to attack with Ancient Watcher.
Yeah.
I mean, not Mass Hysteria, Mass Dispel,
Mass
sorry.
Dispel.
Mhm.
No, I'm thinking the Mass Hysteria because
Yeah.
it just soaks up some hits.
Yes, it does.
Also for the 2/6 with Death Rattle, Deadly Shot.
Yeah. I mean, like on one hand it soaks up hits, but on the other hand it's just gonna do a
See,
better job of clearing your own board.
He's gonna
Yeah.
drop a Lackey
Togwaggle
here and
there.
play
Yeah.
Togwaggle. And then
Taking
we
the
see the
wand.
Wonder. Yep.
No real surprise there.
No.
It's just the no-brain play.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then
And
pulls
then
it back with Shadow
Yep.
Step.
Yep, all seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah, Shadow
And
Step
backstab
is
is gonna
really
go for the
good.
clear here.
In this matchup, you really want the extra value because Priest is not killing you anytime soon.
No.
So you don't really need to worry about it. You can get the crown or get another wand as much as you want.
And
Yep.
he can very easily get to the point where he just draws 10 cards that cost 0.
Ooh, Galakron for only 1 removal.
We are seeing an early Galakron. I don't know if I like this play that much.
I don't like that play there. With a Psycho Pump in hand that would guaranteedly pull you a card to Defender.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna kind of say like 2 pros to playing the Galakron. 1, it's not like you have that many invokes on deck to upgrade it, and 2, you want to get the Krunks online.
That's true. He does have the Kronks there to clear this turn. At the same time, this is such a strong turn for Ron. He just has... He drew some amazing cards right there.
Yeah.
see the crown being dropped, and then go in with
He does go in with the Leroy.
Leroy.
Yeah,
So,
to mess up the res pool. And now the Psycho Pump's a lot worse.
yes,
Yeah.
it is. Which the Psycho Pump last turn would have been a guaranteed good pull.
Mm.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Kronks is really that good of a play here. I mean, it clears, yes, but he's out of mana and leaves with just a 6/6 on.
It's still a pretty decent turn in the sense that
Yeah.
you clear quite a lot.
That's true. Yeah.
Also, a very unfortunate test subject.
Yeah.
Get off of the hero
Yeah.
power.
Yes.
You,
Yeah, I don't
you
think
don't
you
want to
really
see
care.
that. But hold on. Play. He can grave rune it, and
He
then
can.
and then he gets 2 test subjects, and he gets the grave rune back. That's value right there.
Sure. I guess.
We're gonna see the double Dragon Queen.
Oh, we
drop
didn't see
from
Yeah.
Nostormu. Kind of like Nostormu there, actually.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
is it really going to be that effective in the sense of if your opponent's you're going into turn 9, your opponent's probably most likely going to Plague of Death this turn.
We're going to see something amazing, which is World Kick Master proccing. It's never happened, so
We're going to see it proc twice.
yeah.
Yeah. And he'll get the cards are decent. He got.
It's
They're not horrible.
bad.
They're not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah. That could be kind of like 4 unexpected burst damage from Ron.
Yes.
If he uses both eviscerates and he's already used Leroy, that could be some surprise damage that
Yeah,
Aviously won't be accounting for.
that's true.
Yeah, my game froze. Or no? Okay, never mind.
No, I don't think. At least mine didn't. They were just thinking for a while whether to go for
Yeah.
this or not. He is making
No,
sure he has a bunch of them.
Oh, that's sad. That didn't
Yeah.
hit the world kick.
How much value can Ron get off of this world kick? That's what I want to know.
Quite a lot.
Considering he top deck a miscreant, yeah.
Kind of unfortunate that he hits his own Kronks with that.
Yeah, I don't think he
that
wanted
is kinda
that.
sad.
Okay.
Oh my god. What the hell?
For you guys joining now, this has become a bit of a meme match.
I love it. I love it.
Welcome to our meme match of the night. At least this game is going to be a bit.
Now I'm trying to figure out what Necrium Apothecary could hit.
Oh yeah. I don't think there is. Well, wait. Yeah, no, I don't think there is anything it could hit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm just trying to think, like, is there anything? And I can't... Nothing is coming to mind.
Yeah.
But Ron is starting to get close to having enough damage to put him over the edge.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He is going for the value game, so it's a bit different since he's played his Leroy at this point.
I mean, Leroy's
Oh.
just so good to mess up the res pool.
Wow, it's
Yeah.
Malygos. Does he take the? He took the Malygos.
He took the Mali for the surprise
Ron,
win
I'm loving it.
condition.
But does
I mean-
he doesn't have anything that does damage in deck now. He's used both of his eviscerates at this point, so Mali doesn't do damage with eviscerate.
Yeah.
I mean, Seal of Fate does extra damage, but he's not undamaged, so we're not going to see a Seal of Fate play here.
Oh. We could also see him generate a Sinister Strike.
That is true.
True. Or just generate another...
Okay,
or,
6/6
I guess.
Kronk. That's not.
Not unexpected.
not-
Yeah, it's not... I don't think exactly what he was looking for.
Nope, not at all. Ooh, we see a Praise Galakron coming in.
Yeah. Not really a... What? 8 damage he can do here? 9 with the praise. So damage lackey would be lethal here.
He got Spell Lackey, which could still pull lethal, right?
It would have to be Sinister Strike, I believe.
Backstab to mess up res.
Yeah. Trying to think of any last points of damage he might have in deck. I guess another Praise Galacon could give him another lackey chance, or just anything that would generate a
Oh, he
lackey.
can sap something.
Shield of
here.
Galacrons?
Oh, and a spell
9
lackey.
damage lackey? Nope.
I don't think
Spell
sap
lackey?
that.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't
No,
want Galacon
absolutely
going
not.
back. Oh,
Headcrack.
deadly poison.
Doesn't have the mana.
But it's too little late.
Doesn't have
It's
the
too
mana.
little too late. Oh man, and then the head crack as well, which he's gonna take.
Yeah,
And he's
taking
gonna
it for
deal
next
the-
turn.
Smart
So
plays.
unless there's some way to get a cartoon on, so it's going to be hard.
There's a 16/16 Edwin,
Yeah.
kind of trying to force out the plague or something.
Yeah, don't think I see many ways Avi wins from here.
Yeah, Avi has to. Yeah, there's nothing. Like, even if he would have gotten 2 lucky cartoons, there's just head crack.
Yeah, and knowing
Yep,
he has the sap,
game.
just that's game.
Yeah.
That's game.
RonMexico is going to take the 1-0 lead.
Yeah,
Yes,
Hurrah.
he's doing it with the head crack. I love it.
so we do see the head crack win.
Yep.
Head
Avi
crack
does
lethal.
lose his priest.
I mean, I can't say that was totally unexpected.
No, that was definitely the matchup we were expecting.
Yeah.
The priest does have a ton of trouble against the rogue. Even if it's a powerful deck, the rogue is just so good.
Now the question is, what are we gonna see counter queued into that rogue from?
Avi doesn't really have anything that always beats the rogue. The warrior has a good matchup against it, and the rogue mirror is always a 50-50 unless there's some smart tech.
Yeah.
There's a good chance, I think, we see some smart techs in this matchup. Do begin second match.
It looks like we're gonna see the warrior into the rogue.
Yes.
Very, very aggressive opening from Avi here.
Yeah, Avi keeping the face damage here if he wants. Towncry
this
is
is a-
just such a good opener.
It is.
I think his hand's looking rather brutal with triple invokes in starting hand.
Yeah.
I don't
Looks
think you
like
keep
he's-
Awaken.
No, I don't think you do either.
He's,
probably
he's
keep.
debating dropping the. Looks like he was debating dropping the town crier as well, but he
Oh,
didn't.
he will keep the Awaken.
He dropped the second ritual.
Yeah, I probably would have
Interesting
dropped
choice.
Ritual and Awaken.
Yeah, I would drop a Ritual and Awaken for sure.
Ooh, talk about a
Ooh.
brutal hand from Ron here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not what you
Oh,
like to see.
man.
He's praising Galacron really fast.
Yeah. I wonder if we ever see from Ron here just double praise Galacron into backstab.
You might. That might actually be a good play.
Oh,
for him.
never mind.
No.
You're definitely. I'd say you. I kind of like holding it now that you have the up one.
Yeah.
that's true.
I'd probably just dagger up and double hit into the 1/2.
Yeah.
Plus, just having a weapon is always solid against Warrior because they do have some small minions that you can ping off, like bombs.
Yeah.
I love this almost all golden hand from Ron. It's super shiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
To go along with the golden Valera. Interesting. Or actually, I kind of, on second thought, now that I see it, I kind of like holding because it's giving you a backstab target if you want to go for. Could even just do a 4/4 up one this turn.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
still decent tempo.
Yeah. We do know that there's an axe in hand or the chopper, so
Yeah.
the Warrior's not that afraid.
Yeah. Ron has a few options. He could also wait to make it a 6/6.
Or
Yeah.
make it gigantic on turn 5 with.
Yeah.
You play the miscreant, or not the miscreant, the
You praise.
maniac. You shadow step it, and then next turn you go crazy.
Yeah.
Or Shadow Step the Edwin if you want to go even more insane.
Or you could even just play a Lackey, you get off of one of your invokes and Shadow Step that, and then replay it. Looks like he's just gonna... Praise gets Ethereal Lucky.
Can be useful.
Yeah. Probably not the Lucky he was looking for. I'd say ideal here is probably Summon a 2-cost.
Summon a
minion.
2-cost. Damage like is also quite good.
Yeah, damage Lucky is good as well.
Oh, he's gonna leave the 2 damage up.
Yeah. Interesting he didn't poke his dagger into the face and then re-dagger.
So we do see just a 3/3 from Avi.
We see the top deck Heist Baron from Ron into the
Ethereal's
ooh,
gonna get...
Betrayal. It's not bad.
Betrayal's pretty good against Warrior.
Yeah. Well, especially in this situation right now, because he can boost it with Praise, Betrayal it, and then backstab off the remaining,
Oh, yeah.
3.
Yeah, I
Could
like
also
that.
just Shadow Step it to make an enormous headwind if he gets Shadow Step or anything good here.
So he's just gonna...
There's a Shadow
Oh, there's another backstab.
Step. Or a
Yep.
backstab, sorry. Yeah, that does mean a really scary board.
Yeah.
And we see the card that I really want to go to the Hall of Fame, since I've been saying this every show now.
And now there's a 12/12 Edwin on board that there is no answer for. And
Nope.
his opponent.
Hall of Fame Edwin 2020. Achieving my campaign here. Blizzard, if you're watching, this might be a good time to remind yourself that this card still exists. Not taking a side, I'm just saying that the card is absurd.
I love how you say not taking a side after coming out and saying Hall of Fame it.
Oh, I just hate Edwin.
Straight
I'm
up.
not taking a side of them in the match.
Oh, in the match.
In whether or not Hall of Fame, and no, I have a side.
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. Also, this is not good for Aviously.
Yeah,
No,
we see the taunt.
this looks like one
makes
of those.
even more despairing.
Yeah, it's just one of those Edwin cheeses that.
You just can't do anything about it.
No,
Yeah.
you know you're getting cheesed, and there's nothing you
What if
can
he
do.
just has to like awaken Battle Rage here and just try to find something?
I don't even know.
I don't know what.
Yeah, exactly. I don't. Yeah.
I mean, he could awaken. I mean, is he even able to clear? No, he's not even able to clear Edwin like at all. So I think
No.
he just loses at this point.
He needs
Unless-
a way to get Scion of Ruin.
Yeah. He's gonna take one draw.
Oh.
There's Scion.
There's Scion.
But it's little late.
Yeah.
Because he's not.
Yeah.
He's not invoked enough right now, and also is unable to push past a 12/12 Edwin at this current moment.
Yeah, I mean he's not dead.
He's
not on
super close.
board, but
When we can
the
see
top
he's
deck could be.
yeah.
That's it, I think.
No,
not
one
yet.
off.
Not quite.
But he
It's
does
one
get
off,
a
yeah.
just a Togwaggle, because why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then yeah, into wand, and that's probably gonna be it next turn.
Yeah,
Yep,
this
we're
doesn't
gonna
look
see a little-
good.
This
Directly into
Scion doesn't even clear it.
Yeah, no.
Oh man, that's
He has to invoke before he plays Scion.
yeah. I
gonna
think
do?
he's just kind of giving up.
Yeah, he is. He might battle rage here to see if no, he's just giving up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kind of
That's-
disgusting.
That's brutal. That's brutal.
Yeah.
it's gonna be a 2-0 lead for Ron.
That gives a 2-0 lead for Ron. Just the rogue doing what the rogue does best.
That's why Rogue has that chance to beat every single deck, is because it can pull out plays
Yes.
exactly like that. No match is unfavored for Rogue, really.
Yeah. Hey Blizzard, remember Edwin Van Cleef, Hall of Fame 2020. It's
I
right
say
over
leave
there.
him in the game. Oh, there he is again in the opening hand.
They are back.
Oh, looks like it's gonna be the Rogue mirror.
Yeah, and obviously he's gonna need the Rogue reverse sweep to pull this one out.
He does. Also, the hard part is the rogue isn't really favored against mage, nor is it super favored against hunter. So it's going to be hard for this rogue to get a win, and
Yep.
especially to get 3.
Yeah.
But if anyone can pull it, it is Avi.
Yeah, definitely. I think, if I had to have anybody to come back in this spot, Avi would probably be one of my first choices.
Yeah.
But I definitely prefer Ron's hand, though.
Yes.
Though if he does go for a Edwin cheese turn, Avi does just have the sap.
Yeah. The Edwin cheese is not that good in the mirror, because
No, it's
No, not at all.
we do
Because
see.
it can just be punished by
Yeah.
putting it back into his hand.
Yes. There's a major pickup though. That Galakron over there. It's just.
Yeah, it's getting it early is just great because that draw power, and you want to get as quickly those 0 costs into your hand as
Yes.
we're gonna see the coin evil miscreant on turn.
Yep.
That was pretty much to be expected.
Yes.
You can get Witchy, which is pretty good if the miscreant sticks.
It doesn't look like it's going to though.
No, I think it will. Yeah. Looks like it will stick.
It
And that's
did
gonna
stick.
be very
That's gonna be brutal.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nice turn for Ron next turn.
Especially because it gets to stick at 1 health.
Yeah. Man, I don't know if I've ever seen the miscreant golden animation, and I love it. Just like sticks of dynamite flying everywhere. Oh, that's
Not what you want there.
that's a little unfortunate. He could praise Rush Lackey it.
Yes.
Ooh, but we're gonna see another witchy lackey.
Yeah, looks like he's just gonna hope it sticks to play another Witchy on it.
Yeah. It wouldn't be preferable if he sapped that either, because it gives more value to the defender of Argus.
Yeah.
And the next turn. So it's gonna be a Cobalt lackey.
Yeah, unfortunately for Ron, Aviously did pull it. Pull the Cobalt, that is. And yeah, he's just gonna go for a mid-size up one here.
That's fine.
Just because 4/4 is, or maybe not, but like I'd say kind of like 6/6 is probably the sweet spot in this matchup.
Yeah. Because I mean you don't have like 100% fear at the moment it dropped. We are gonna see the shot bot coming down from the Witchy Lackey, which is a better upgrade from what Ron happened.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Shotbot's just a good card.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody can really.
Anything with just a basic reborn is a good card. Like other than like obscenely high cost minion.
Or the
Colossus.
Yeah. Meanwhile, from Ron's side here, probably just a devoted maniac. Yeah, he really doesn't
trade into that
have a better option.
No, he really doesn't.
He has a lot of cards, but hand's just overall kind of clunky. It's either clunky or it's kind of situational.
I mean, but if he plays devoted here, he puts another charge on his Galakron, which I like. And plus, he has that praise Galakron in hand as well. So, we're gonna see the snip snap.
Snip snap, probably praise.
Praise.
So yeah, he has the devoted, and then he only needs one more invoke to get a full.
That seemed like an okay play. I mean, if it's removed, he gets 2 microbots. If it's brought back to his hand, he gets to play it again with more value to it.
Yeah, it's like we're gonna just see Shadow
that's a
Step.
fine play.
I mean, he's gonna Shadow Step. Looks like the Cobalt Lackey.
I think he's gonna play Edwin here.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Board. Yep. 6/6 or no 8/8. 8/8.
8/8.
Okay.
And probably just gonna see the Ron or the sap out from Ron.
Yep, that's what I assume is gonna be the sap from Ron into a faceless, most likely.
Or if he just wants to play the Snip Snap again.
That's true. But at this point, I think he's got to get rid of that that Edwin.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely.
Also, you don't want him to have lackeys before he plays Togwaggle.
Faceless
Yeah.
said the Dozing Marksman.
If it was damaged, it wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah. And then probably just Dagger Dagger to kill off the lackey just to play around the Togwaggle.
Yep.
Obviously, Shielded Galakron, actually a
Pretty
Pretty-
fine play. I mean,
I was
Faceless is
gonna say, like,
probably better.
yeah. Which is kind of a good card to have in hand.
There's the removal of the Doze.
Yeah, we're gonna say Aviously is definitely taken overboard here, but he needs to start trying to wrap this game up soon. Because he's just running out of stuff.
Gonna see another Faceless Lackey and then a transform of the into a 6/5. Interesting.
Not bad.
Not
No,
bad at
not
all.
bad. Definitely not.
Well statted.
Yeah. Well, Aviously very awkward card costs here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
you just-
see the Edwin coming down though.
Yeah, definitely. Seal Fate will get him a lackey.
Gonna
Titanic
put
lackey
Titanic Lackey onto the
on a
the
4/4.
4/4. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of
And then-
the Shoebot goes into the Tentacle
Yeah.
Menace.
Yeah, you definitely trade the shop bot, and then I think you're putting 8 face.
Ooh, which he puts it on to the shot bot.
Interesting. And then
I mean, yeah. I mean, you're not really worried about your opponent playing High Spirit. You have a lot of damage on board.
yeah, like at this point, if your opponent plays High Baron, you're just gonna kill them over the top.
I think
Well,
Ron is trying to figure out a way to stop himself from dying here.
Yeah, I'm trying to
He's-
just think of a way that he can.
He's got to clear a 4/4 and then it'd be one off lethal. No, that'll still perfect. He's got to clear a 4/4 and a 1/1 or put himself up to health,
Yeah,
which he
he's
can
gonna
do
heal
that
to
this
18.
way.
Yeah,
Draws 2, puts the Shield of
Leroy and
Galakron
Shield.
down.
That's
Shield's
a
a very
pretty
good
good
draw.
draw.
However, I think we'll just probably see the Ziliax from Aviously here to magnetize.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be clear, and that's not death, but it's close.
Yeah, with a 15 plus another dagger is 16. So what is that? He cleared that, so it's 15 now. So that's 3 off.
Yep.
So top deck Eviscerate will be lethal.
We're gonna see
Actually-
the Faceless Corruptor coming down from the draw. So it's
Yeah.
kind of awkward for him again, trying to figure out where he's gonna pull that extra damage from.
Yeah.
Which I don't think he's really worried about it. I think he's just gonna put as much damage face and go for the 2-turn lethal.
Yeah.
Knowing that with an empty board and 4 health, there's not much his opponent can do to stop him.
Yeah.
A sap, little turn, a little too late. I mean, you get rid of the taunt, but like even then, he's
He's gonna need
discovering a spell.
something here.
Betrayal's not
Betrayal's
bad.
pretty good.
Yeah,
It's not bad, but is it enough?
I
can
think
do-
it enough to
You
get him out of lethal.
Seal Fate. I mean, he has the full clear. Seal Fate, Betrayal. So if you Betrayal the 4/4, can sap the 6/6.
He uses Leroy to clear the last
Yeah.
thing. I think leaves 3 damage up. He's seal fading the 6/6, betraying the 4/4, clearing the 2, and then
Yeah.
sapping the.
And sapping the shot bot, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the right play, and then he clears off
Yeah.
the 4/4 with the 6/2.
And he can even kill one of the 1/1.
Yeah, but he's still gonna leave 2 damage up on board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
Aviously just needs any form of damage here.
Yeah, which he didn't get, but
Yeah, I mean, Shield of Galakron, there's 2.
Shield of Galakron, there's
2 lackeys.
Yeah, there's 2 lackeys that get him lethal.
Yeah, and then we'll
Maybe
sometimes 3 with spell.
Yeah, Witchy pulls Witchy, which is not what he wants
Witchy.
to see here.
No.
I mean, evolve into a charge.
Shotbot. Try to evolve, maybe.
Yeah, I
We're
feel
gonna
like
just see him.
it's.
He does
No,
I
just
think
gonna
expose
see him
himself
redagger.
to
over.
the Dogwaggle.
Togwaggle, yeah. Kind of interesting. He chose not to kill the lackey off there. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
It does leave your opponent at 1, but at the same time, you let this play happen.
and like, there's not a big difference between 1 and 2 in
No.
this.
That being said, this does not clear. This is a win for Avi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets pretty close.
It does, but it isn't
Yeah.
enough. It doesn't put a taunt up.
And out of the
Oh,
3
no,
cards he
just-
drew, he came pretty close to being
full
able to
clear.
survive that. Yeah.
Yeah. He just had to
Yeah.
pull it up a taunt, and I think it would have ended up winning the game for him. Well, not winning, but surviving a turn. Yeah, I think he was just out all in all.
Right.
Don't think there was much he could do to turn it.
It's a really tight
'Cause-
match, though.
Yeah, because every turn Avi was just looking for a lethal from a top deck. He had plenty
Yeah.
of cards in his deck that could have got him there.
Yeah, and that does happen with the Rogue Mirror a lot of times, where one of them goes for lethal, the other one goes for Galakron, and it ends up that you get lethal before they can start getting the full value out of their cards.
Here comes Ron's Highlander Hunter into the Rogue.
So we are going
Yeah.
to see the Highlander Hunter. This is an interesting choice. The Highlander Hunter is not that favored against Rogue.
Ooh, but seeing double Seal of Fate in your opening hand's not that great either.
No.
Against Hunter, that sounds so strong.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is good to kind of control the early pressure.
Yeah, he's going to be able to control it really well, I think.
Oh, there's the backstab.
Ooh.
Ron didn't want to see that. That's the one thing
No.
Ron didn't want to see off that draw. But he's not. Oh, no, he's still going to use it. I was like, is he not going to use it?
Yeah, no, I think that's very,
Yeah.
very worth clearing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Knowing
Let's
that
get it
it's his
going.
only copy. Well, actually, he doesn't know yet. He doesn't know
Yeah.
what deck it is.
And like that card can kind of just single-handedly win you the game if you can just keep clearing stuff with it.
So here he has a choice of either going with a Zeph for Companion or Wild Growth next turn, or coining out the Ursatron.
I think that we're gonna see the coin Ursatron play.
agree.
That is my personal pick.
It is super
was-
exposed into the Seal Fate, though.
That's true.
Yeah, it looks
but
like
you
just gonna
don't.
go Spring Pollings.
That's
I kind of
true.
like that, playing
I
around the
really
Seal
like
Fate.
that.
Yeah, unfortunately for Ron, Aviously does have the Candle Taker.
Yeah, the Candle Taker's really good here. Just a
Yep.
solid minion. Just
It
stats.
can't be cleared by the deadly shot either, so it's not like it's just a remove and it's gone.
Yeah, and kind of bad for Ron here.
Yeah, not
he might just-
into the great situation right now.
I don't know if he just has to drop the Ursatron.
That's what
Yeah,
he's
he
gonna
does. And yeah, Aviously he's gonna Seal Fate and get a kind of big board lead here.
Yep.
We do see that Ron has his Zephyr in hand though, so he should be able to clear something up.
Right.
Yeah,
Dragon Bane draw
Dragon
is not
Bane
terrible.
is not
great.
terrible, but we can't see it for a little while here,
Yeah.
just because it just gets cleared into, or cleared, rather.
Does Zeph make sense here? We are seeing the Dragon's Bane. That easy
Yeah.
clear.
Since here, it looks like he might just Goblin Lackey the Goblin Lackey.
Yeah,
It's a clean trade.
it's a very clean trade. You get to keep a lot of your resources, and you hit
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, you're Aviously is just continuing to push the face here,
Yes.
which could start to become a problem very quickly for Ron.
Yeah, the Rogue really likes doing that.
Yeah. Zephyr is finally coming down for Ron here. What will it get him? SI7 Cleaver. I think I like SI7 the best.
He does as well.
Yeah. Just
The
because
SI makes sense.
Because I'd rather have the 3/3 on board than clear a 1/1.
Right. We do see the SI for Avi.
Avi, yeah, looks like he's gonna just
Yeah.
eviscerate Miscreant or eviscerate SI and then probably dagger down the 3/3. I would imagine. Yeah, and then push 4.
Yeah. Does push most damage.
Yeah,
This might be the coin brand turn.
I imagine it would be.
Yeah. Setting that timer, telling Avi that he is going to lose if he doesn't kill him fast enough.
Unfortunately, though, Avi does have the flick.
Yeah.
Yep.
The flick
Yeah.
kills pretty easily. And the back
Flick
But
and
we
then-
see we see the Siamat for next turn though.
Yeah, that's
Which he
definitely
can
gonna help.
just do
Yeah.
whatever he feels like with it.
Yeah, he could if he wants. He can clear the entire board.
Yep.
Except the 1/1.
Yeah, which
I-
in this situation it's fine.
Yeah, I
He'll
was gonna
leave
say. I imagine we'll see that. Choices for Avi here. Oh, that's not
not looking
the
so
greatest.
great right now.
Probably just Ziliax and then Miscreant. Yeah.
Yeah.
We might see. We're probably gonna see the Dragon Queen dropped on 9 if it gets that far.
Yeah. For Ron here,
Doesn't look that great for Ron though.
no. I imagine we'll
could
probably
go
just see the tracking.
Tracking, yeah.
Yeah. Tracking will pull out.
Ooh,
Not.
injured Tolvar's not bad.
Yeah, I feel like you play that
That's
and
probably
then
your best bet. Is the
I think you grab that and then you do like Fairy Dragon Stormhammer and kill the 3/2. I could see.
yeah.
Though I don't know if you're afraid of taking that 3.
I don't think he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's not afraid of taking the 3. He's gonna try to push that damage right now to put a little bit of pressure on board as well.
Yeah.
Something unclear.
He's
Something
down to
that's gonna make him take damage.
6. Oh, that's a good
Ooh.
draw.
That is a very good
Yeah.
It's
draw.
a really good draw.
That's always what you're looking for.
Yeah. Wand, I would assume, though he's alright.
On
So
into
what?
the draw.
One just gives you 3 draws.
Sap, if
Sap.
he gets Leroy, that's it.
Leroy.
No,
Nope.
Faceless.
Faceless is still insane. Snip Snap is
Yeah.
always good.
We're gonna see the faceless on the
Faceless,
1/1,
yeah.
and then push the 1 damage.
Yeah. And
So
I think-
Ron's kind of hoping for Nazari here.
yeah, Nazari, maybe a Deathwing.
Yeah, one of the two.
Though Deathwing isn't even that good because
No, definitely
he'll get
work.
1/1s. He'll get 1/1s. Yeah, I think Ron just has to drop Dragon Queen at this point and then
And
go
hope.
for it. Will we get it?
Nope.
Nope.
That's
That's it.
game.
That is game.
Come on, hit in. Yes, make that 6/6 Drake, Ron. I love it. But yeah, it's gonna be 2-2 now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Going into the final game.
Yeah.
We are seeing that final game.
And the final game is going to be
Mage.
made into
Yeah, we're going to see the Mage into Rogue. Mage
Both-
does tend to beat Rogue.
it's kind of both decks that are just trying to value play, and I think Mage just wins the value game out of the two. In my personal opinion, I just really like Mage.
Yeah.
We're gonna see Ron keep the Lunar Pocket Galaxy in his mulligan.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. I don't like the Conjurer's Calling though, or the Tiamat. Avi
But
has
he
some
sees the
good cards.
Zephyrs. The
He
Zephyrs for turn
does.
2 into more a wild growth on.
Yeah, we're going to
Yeah,
see one more mana, which is
and
always
that's
what you're looking for here.
it's
Yes, it
really
is.
good for the mage.
Yeah.
Coin into
Coin
SI7 to clear.
SI7 is very good for
Yes, it is.
Avi.
We're gonna see the power creation draw into the wild growth.
The
Yep.
Wild Growth makes a ton of sense into the Drake here.
And yeah, obviously just trying to get stuff on board. Because like you just really want to put a lot of early pressure on the mage because they
Ooh,
can't.
you see the Frost Nova pick up, so he's gonna play the Twilight Drake on turn 5 and have a Frost Nova in hand to keep any board. You don't
Yeah.
want pushing too much damage phase.
Right.
So I was thinking about this app. I don't know. I kind of like backstab eviscerate a little bit better though.
Yeah, I like the clear on the Twilight Drake because if you put it back into hand, it just allows Ron to play it with more health.
Yeah, it's just gonna come back out with one more health.
Yep.
I mean, it's
Because right now you're not dealing enough damage for the mage really to be too scared.
yeah. I mean, I guess it is kind of caster vision, but we can see Rom really didn't even have a better turn,
True.
so he's kind of fine just having a way to spend his mana again. It
Yeah.
was
The Mana
Manus-
Saber's Mana Saber's not bad here because it clears a minion and stays alive and gives you an extra mana next turn
Yeah.
for something else, like a power creation on turn 7, which isn't bad. I don't know. You might want to just drop the lunar while you're ahead.
Yeah.
Next turn.
Just for the count, Aviously could push 16 here if he cares to.
It's true.
It's a lot
So,
of
yeah.
damage.
That's a lot. Ron is starting to. He might not even realize it, but he's kind of in danger here.
Against the rogue, rogues can always deal damage early. I think he realizes that you can never be too safe against a rogue.
Yeah. So he's just gonna. I like this a lot actually.
I really like this line by Avi because Snip Snap is like the most annoying minion to remove
Yeah.
ever.
And then you definitely have to build it, right?
Yeah.
Play around the flame strike.
Yes.
I think you definitely magnetize here. Though, are you? I'm just trying to think. Are you like afraid of a? I don't think you're afraid of a polymorph or anything.
Oh, he's
Don't
not gonna
think
build it.
so.
Yeah, I definitely like building it there.
Hmm.
You see the boom pistol bully draw. So it looks like Ron is going the power creation.
Power creation. He wants.
Ooh, that divine shield charge not terrible either.
Not terrible, but I think he was definitely looking for a taunt there.
Yeah. You typically do want taunts just to control the board better.
But yeah, Argent Commander. How much health is he at?
Are you talking Avi
Oh,
or Ron?
Avi is
Ron.
at 30.
He's at 16 for Ron.
16. All right. Oh, face is the place. I like it. So that's 3 off. Obvious. But yeah, this
Avi's
is
gonna
a
play
good
the
flick.
Yeah. Against Highlander decks, that's really good.
I'm gonna see the trade coming from Avi.
Yeah. And Ron has to play the Frost Nova here. Or I guess if he would taunt to Tiamat.
I think we're gonna see the Frost Nova play, but I think we might see him drop a Twilight Drake beforehand.
Probably.
Oh
no, he's gonna play the Boom Pistol.
I like that more.
I'm just Oh,
Yeah. That boom pistol was the right move.
that was really good. Probably just a 6 mana Pharaoh Cat here. No,
Backstab.
gonna
Backstab.
backstab eviscerate.
Eviscerate it. Yep.
That feels bad for Avi. He's not gonna. That's 4 face damage you're not getting.
Yeah, but he is still gonna put 5 face, which is
Yeah.
nice. Oh no, he's only gonna put.
Yeah, only one face.
One. Do we see the Dragon Queen dropped, or are we gonna see him draw
It
to
would
see if he
make a
can pull
ton of
something?
sense. Just
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
he needs something.
He needs something here, though.
That is not something. Avi takes
No.
it.
Yeah, he's dead.
He is dead.
Obviously, he's gonna reverse sweep.
Avi gets the
Wow.
reverse sweep with the
Wow.
rogue. That was, as we said, that was unlikely, but if anyone can pull it.
Yeah.
Wow, what a match.
Yeah. Oh man, and that's gonna make the that's gonna make the score 5-6. Burninators still hold a 1-point lead.
Yeah, Burninators do still hold a 1-point lead, but the Teen Hearth Legends remain alive
Yeah.
for this amazing match.
That was a really good
Very,
match.
very back and forth.
Yeah.
Games from Avi. Very good game.
Yeah. Let me message Avi to see if he can join us for an interview. What a match. Just so many tight matches. I thought it was going to be a meme in the beginning with Rogue, but other than the World Kickmaster, it wasn't that memey. And just a ton of Rogue wins. I just want to know that Rogue won every match this time.
Yep, there wasn't a single match not won by a rogue.
Yeah. So, interesting point that Rogue's at. Hmm. While we wait for Avi, what did you guys think? Any points of the match you guys want to highlight?
It was all just back and forth, really. It was a
Yeah.
very tight game, and
Yeah.
both players very good on both players' part. It was on my part. It's too bad that Ron couldn't win, but he still got us 2 points, and I'm very content. And I feel like Ron did great, and cannot complain for Ron losing. And so it's a very good game, either way.
I would say so. I think this is a good game. Both of them did an amazing job. Just not that many plays I would say were bad or contestable. Just both playing really solid game of Hearthstone. I think the Mage is always a bit questionable because the Mage has some weird matchups, especially in Hunter. But it's still finding its way. If you didn't watch, we did talk about how classes have been brought in Legacy and Hero in Hearth Center this week, and there are some really interesting results. I recommend watching the VOD if you're curious about that. Okay, adding Avi in now.
Beautiful. Hello there.
Hello.
How's it going?
Oh, my audio broke, I think.
Nice.
Oh, we can hear you normal, I
Give me a
think.
sec.
Oh, there he goes.
I don't think he could hear us. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that can be a bit of an issue. Yeah, he'll be
Hello?
back.
I'm back.
Hey. Nope.
Nope.
Hello.
Again? Hello?
Yeah, it's working now.
There we go.
Okay, good. Congratulations on your win.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
How did it
First,
feel?
Rogue seemed pretty good. That was my takeaway.
That's
Yeah.
Literally the only deck that beat Rogue during that series was Rogue. So
Yes.
yeah.
I
I was thinking about banning Rogue, and then I was like, well, my only deck that's actually bad into it is my Priest, so it'll be fine. But yeah.
Just first thing I want to ask you about, I'm a little surprised you didn't bring Druid.
Yeah. Well, I kind of just brought the decks that I thought were really good earlier this week, and I was thinking about bringing Druid, but it was kind of like my 5th class.
Yeah.
I think all the classes I brought are really powerful, but I think that I don't know. Warrior would probably be the class I would drop if I was going to bring Druid right now, but I'm not sure.
Just kind of sad we didn't get to see Smart Druid.
Yeah, Smart Druid is something that has arisen since Wednesday, so yeah, it's a relatively new development in the metagame, really.
Yeah, if you haven't read the post yet, Tuz and Avi wrote a fantastic post on Smork Druid. It is hilarious, and they actually got a decent number of wins with it. So just check competitive Hearthstone for that.
Yeah, we also have some Smork science going on right now. So there's some like new Smork Druid lists being built, some with Embiggen, some with pirate packages, all kinds of spicy things. So we might see that updated at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, are you going to be practicing those on your stream?
Of course, of course.
Okay, so you can go to Avi's stream if you want some hot, spicy Druid action there later.
Yeah. If you want to see the top tier Druid stuff right now, then you're gonna have to check out obviously TCG.
Well, the top tier Druid will be in a few minutes when we get to our Quest Druid guide, but we'll get to Smork Druid, the other Druid deck, apparently.
Yeah.
After that.
The point is, right now, all 3 Druid quests are playable, and the best one is Secure the Deck, because it makes sure that your deck is secure. Because otherwise, your deck could be attacked from any angle, and that's why you need Secure the Deck in order to, like, protect your deck. That's my younger brother's opinion of that.
He is right.
No. Utterly ridiculous. It's okay. He's an arena player. He doesn't know.
Yeah. So what do you are you joining my campaign for Hall of Fame Edwin Van Cleef 2020?
Yes, that card seems really powerful.
Yeah.
You know, Warrior feels pretty good into Rogue until they play a 12/12 on turn 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the 12/12 got taunt, and then all of my options were gone. I kind of just didn't have a plan then.
Yeah.
I was gonna hit him in the face and hope I could race him because I had a lot of damage in hand. But 12/14 taunt shut that down real fast. Did not have enough damage to get through that.
Yeah.
So
You sure you don't want to punch the 12/14? You sure?
also, it was very interesting because I kept the Togwaggle on the coin into Mage because I'm pretty sure you're supposed to do that against low decks, and then I drew no Lackey generators and didn't use it at all. So that was interesting.
Yeah, there was
I did use it,
none.
but not really. Like, I mean, I could have used it, but it was like way too late for it to be relevant.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Was it your plan to go for the Rogue? Because the Rogue I don't think is favored against either Hunter or Mage.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure. I mean, I think the Rogue is fine into Mage. Like, it's a little bit unfavored, but not much.
Yeah, it's like 52 or something.
It's like not horrible into Highlander Hunter either. Like, out of the Hunters, I'd rather play against Highlander Hunter than Dragon per se. But certainly neither of those were like my plan wasn't really to sweep with Rogue, but it kind of just happened.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
If any deck can do it nowadays, it is Rogue.
Yeah. I honestly, like, my class matchups weren't great for this, and I didn't get a lot of time into prep, so I was just kind of hoping that one of my decks would do well. I kind of just brought the decks I was most comfortable on and then banned whatever was best against me, which looked to be Druid, although banning Rogue might not have been too bad.
Yeah.
Quest Druid had a lot of scary matchups for me, though. So,
yeah. Quest Druid did look like something you didn't want to face.
Yeah.
Especially
Quest Druid
expecting the Hunter ban.
Against me. Yes, I was expecting the Hunter ban, and then Quest Druid was 60-something% into my Warrior and about 60% into my Rogue. And technically it loses to my Priest, but in my experience that is not necessarily the case.
No, if you play it right, you don't.
Yeah. Well, if by playing it right you mean drawing Ysera early, then yes. 100%.
Yeah.
No. I think you definitely there's a lot of percentage to be gained by understanding how that matchup works for sure.
I can say that Ron wanted you to ban his Rogue, so the fact that you didn't was that his prep was kind of not there for the Rogue. He assumed that the Rogue ban was what was going to be picked, and so that he would have his Druid up. But because you didn't ban the Rogue, it was different.
Yeah, I mean, his Rogue definitely still performed, though. I mean,
yeah,
leaving the Rogue up didn't go that well for me.
No. It's not what you wanted, and it was super close because his draw.
Yeah, it was.
His draw for the rogue was also pretty good. He had both Galakron and Togwaggle.
Yeah, I just happened to be able to kind of just get under him that game. And the
Yeah.
evolve into the Shotbot was nutty. That was so lucky.
Yes.
Because
Chopbot
like
is
that just
really
let me
good.
somehow take over the board. And then I top decked the Shadow Step to set up the Edwin, so he had to sap it. There was a lot of good draws for me that game.
Yeah.
Good RNG, for sure. But
Hey.
that's kind of how the Rogue Mirror goes.
Yeah, if it works.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't like playing the Rogue Mirror that much because it feels very one-sided a lot of times.
Yep. Somebody gets ahead early, and then somebody plays Galakron, and one of those people will win, and often those people are the same person, and then it feels really bad.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Any other questions? Do you guys have any other questions for Avi? Anything? Avi, do you have any questions for us either?
Oh, I wanted to put it out there that part of the reason I was playing so quickly was because I really want to get to dinner because I haven't had a meal recently. So
I feel that.
I'm probably gonna go do that after this.
Yeah,
Get some food in my stomach.
sure. Do you want to
that
thank
way-
everyone for your win?
Yeah, I mean, wait, I would like to thank Flick Skyshift.
Yeah.
That's what
And,
that's what Ron's been saying. Flick was annoying.
I'm hoping that somehow we can. I'm hoping that Teen Hearth Legends can get into playoffs. This is definitely a helpful win for that, but
Yeah,
it's going to be a close one. It's looking like, so we'll see.
it is. Yeah.
Still
We are-
silently rooting for Burninators over here. Good
They're-
job on
they're a
your
good
win.
team too.
Oh.
Yeah. Also, I do have one last comment. One last thing I would like to shout out, and that is Smock, Druid.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
Thank you.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats once again.
Yeah, thank you. Have
Yeah.
a good one.
You have a great evening, Avi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before we begin our Quest Druid guide, do you guys just want to go over really quick how the standings are for Burninators versus Teen Hearth Legends?
Yeah, sure. So
Go for it.
well, right now it's 6-5 Burninators, as Rom did put up 2 points there. So left to play is Little Hearthy versus Catman, Shiny Pants versus Liquidox, and SilverTFox versus Copper Talon.
I got it. It's fine.
How are you feeling about these matches?
I'm fairly confident in my team. Little Hearthy's been performing at the top of his game this whole season, so I'm pretty. It's going to be an interesting match, him versus Catman. I still have full faith in Shiny. If I can beat Liquidox, Shiny can do it too. That's our motto. And so
Fair.
it's anything's possible going into that game. And then myself versus Copper Talon can go other way. So I'm gonna just say that we've got this, and I'm completely 100% have full faith in my team. And we've already got that big win in the fourth, and Ron put up 2 points for our team. So they're doing the best that I can ask of them, and I'm very happy with everybody on my team. And we are going up against a very strong team in Teen Hearth Legends, and so it's going to be a very rough week for us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely true.
Yeah, this is definitely can easily still go either way.
Yeah. Big Tip, do you want to do a quick recap of where the teams stand in Hero since you've been really involved with Hero this season?
Yeah, sure. So right now, of course, Stab Legend is up top. We have Burninators are in second, No Pros here in third, Cult in fourth, Teen Hearth in fifth, and Nozdormu in sixth. However, something to mention is that Nozdormu has not played any matches yet, so they're still technically they're in sixth, but they still have more possible points than most of the other teams. Both the Cult and No Pros here have played 2 matches so far.
Mm-hmm.
And Burninators and Teen Hearth have also played 2 matches
two.
as well. Yeah.
Right.
Actually, I stand corrected. After tonight's standings, Teen Hearth is above the Cult by 1 point. Or after
Okay.
tonight's match. Yeah.
Burninators really can't tie with anybody at the top of the game because they've lost to most of them by close point margins. So
Yeah.
our tiebreakers aren't very good, so we need to get a dominating point lead here.
Yeah, honestly, the cult is the same way, where we have like no tiebreakers.
The only person that you beat, I feel like, is us.
I think it might be actually.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Yeah,
it's
because it's
gonna be interesting.
Yeah, Nozdormu, Teen Hearth, and No Pros we all lose to. So yeah.
This is going to be an exciting match.
Yeah, absolutely. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be down to like the late hours of Sunday night before we know who's making it for sure.
Yeah, I would say that's true. Certainly sounds like it to me.
Yeah.
We are getting ready for the special content of the night, though. We're going to have a Quest Druid guide, so I'll begin just by saying I've been playing a ton of Quest Druid. I'm currently top 50 legend with it, or I might have fallen a bit because I haven't played since this morning. But it's just such a fun deck to play. It feels so strong. I'm sure you guys have been playing it a lot, as you said. How does it feel to you?
Yeah, it just feels. I don't know. It just feels like not a whole lot of unwinnable matchups.
Definitely not.
It feels consistent to me, and that's what I like instead of a deck is consistency. Something that constantly puts out the same first few turns and continually goes through the same combos and everything. Just I love that instead of a deck. That's why I've been playing it a bunch.
Yeah. And just like you were saying, consistency. When you compare it to the other two big Druid decks at the moment, being Embiggen and Token, those are both kind of the definitions of inconsistency. Those are both very like if you draw your stuff you win, but if you don't you lose type of decks.
Yes. Yes. Definitely true. I think something that helps is the quest. So let's start talking about the deck per se. And we'll go over the main cards, the guide, and quickly go over some of the matchups. If you guys have questions, you can submit. It will be 10 minutes late, but we'll take them at the end. Depending on how our time is and everything, we can also just go on ladder and do a match with it. And if you guys want anything specific, this is a new experiment for us. So let us know what you think. If this is interesting, if this is not, I'm always looking for feedback. So we'll begin with the Quest Druid list. This is just a list I've been playing. The Quest Druid is a fairly standard deck. You play Untapped Potential on 1, just your quest, and your plan is to get your quest done by turn 4 or 5. So you're going to use just Untapped Potential passing a lot. You might worth the Expedition on 2, and just kind of wait and see if you can get those 4 mana done as fast as possible so you can double up on effects and out-tempo basically anything. Steel Beetle is a really big new addition because it lets you on turn 3 just get 5 armor and play that 2/3 and get a quest proc. That just feels so good. Same thing for Rising Winds. Rising Winds is just draw. It's a 2 mana 3/2 that adds a 2 mana 3/2 with draw a card to your hand, and it also draws a card. That feels completely insane. Starfall together with Wrath and Swipe sometimes is just really strong removal. Nourish just drawing you 3 cards for 4 mana and ramping you twice just feels insane. And finally, you have the biggest value card I think they've printed in a while, which is the new Ysera. That card, if you can survive after playing it, just wins the game. It just is going to give you 7 dragons at the worst times possible for your opponent, and you'll win. So this deck has some really strong cards in their main set. What do you guys think? Anything to highlight? Anything I'm missing?
I am saying that my list personally, another list that does exist out there. Some people don't run the Steel Beetle. I see where it's coming from, but Steel Beetle can sometimes be switched out for like a Power of the Wild.
Oh yeah.
And that is it's a perfectly fine card, but the Steel Beetle just is very strong as well. So it depends on which way you want to go with the deck. And the deck's again, as said before, is very consistent. And so maybe it's time I try out Steel Beetle instead of my deck, but who knows?
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of the Beetle. I think it just works so well every time I play it, but it's a really good anti-hunter card. and there's quite a bit of Hunter around. But I can see the other position as well.
Yeah, I think it mostly like depends on if you're running into a lot of aggro or not.
Yeah, I
If you
would say.
are, the Beetle, it's better. But if you're not, the Power of the Wild is probably better.
Yeah, Power of the Wild in the mirror is really good because it can take your minions also out of Starfall range.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and you do double up on cards like Oasis Surger. Oasis Surger is just 2 5/5s for 5 is insane. With Rush.
Absolutely.
That's just insane. Yeah, any Loti is another interesting card. Loti has a lot of interesting play patterns where a lot of times you don't. If you're facing aggro, you want to play the Loti and then attack with her to get a taunt out. But a lot of times you don't need to attack with Loti and just keep getting that spell damage that annoys your opponent by giving you the most efficient clears ever.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's just
Well, Lodi just kind of does everything.
pretty much. Lodi can get rid of Edwin Van Cleef as well. If you're worried about that card, that just works.
And as we saw tonight, you might have reason to be.
Yeah. I also think Worthy Expedition is interesting to me. It's been growing a lot in lists, and I like it because it gives me extra loadies a lot.
Yeah.
That's my main argument for it.
I mean, a lot of the choose one cards are really good. You get an extra Cenarius, you have more board buff. You get an extra Oasis Surger, you have another 10/10 clear. Almost all the choose ones aren't terrible.
Yes. That's true. So why don't we take a look at the matchup chart just to see how this deck does in general, and then we'll talk about some of the more techs that can be used for different matchups. So I'm loading it right now. You should be able to see the matchup chart. With this deck, your best matchups are Quest, Hunter, just most of the rogues, and especially the warriors. You're really good against Galakrond Warrior. Getting a 60% plus matchup is really strong there. Your tougher matchups are the Paladins, especially Mech or Murloc. They feel almost unbeatable a lot of times. Murloc Shaman, anything that's super aggressive can be dangerous, especially if they don't give you enough time.
Galakrond Zoo could be up there as an aggressive deck, stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just anything that has resilient boards and that can kill you before Hidden Oasis kicks in.
Yeah.
It's really tough. And some of the cards, like Steel Beetle, they're really useful for those matchups. Just getting 5 health against a Paladin is really good. In terms of optional cards, some of the optional cards that people are playing is Innervate. Innervate is an interesting one. I was having a discussion with Tuz about that. If Tuz is still in chat, he'll definitely want to talk about it. Innervate has this effect where it can let you finish your quest one turn early if you're going first. So that creates such a huge advantage. And it's a coin most of the time, which is fine in this deck. You play a lot of high mana cost cards.
Plus, not to mention, it's so good just to, if you're, first turn, just to get the quest done
Yes.
a turn earlier. To
Yeah.
play quest on Innovate.
Yeah, it's really important to get the Oasis done. If you can get your Oasis on 5, that's
Exactly.
just so good. So having that Innervate just to get that really stomps aggro in other decks. I'm a big fan of it, but the alternative to it is Floop's Glorious Gloop. I hope I said that name right. It's just so hard.
Yeah. Like, I'm not personally a fan of it, but I definitely have seen a lot of people put it
Yeah.
in.
A lot of people defend it a lot because Floops plus Bees is just 4 mana and you got
And
4
you get the
mana
4 mana
back.
back. Yeah.
Sometimes even 5, and now you have the Floops effect out. It just lets you have 16 plus mana turns quite regularly. And Bees is fine. I'm not the huge fan of it because the alternative is Swipe. And I just feel like Swipe is better.
Yeah. I agree.
I would say that's a good argument for it.
And just, like, especially with the Lodi.
Yeah.
becomes so much better. Basically becomes like another slightly smaller Starfall.
Yeah, it quite often is as big as Starfall. I actually played an interesting match yesterday where I had Ysera pop out a Squall Hunter, and I played a Lodi to have a 7 damage swipe. And that felt pretty good.
Yeah.
Final card that some people put in is King Feoris. Have you guys tried it? What do you guys think about this one?
I tried it a little bit a while ago. I haven't played it recently, and I don't know. It just kind of feels like I feel like Ysera is just better. I feel like you're not playing both.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen that card played in any of the Quest Druid lists that I've played for a while since early on in Quest Druid's lifespan. And honestly, even then the card wasn't that pivotal. I mean, like, yeah, swamping your board all at once with a bunch of random minions is nice, but at the same time, like, it's not that great.
Yeah, definitely. And then yeah, like I said, I feel like the Ysera is just better because you're getting like you're not getting a giant board all at once. You're kind of staggering your threats out.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, yeah, I kind of. It's unfortunate that you don't get to choose when they come out, but I feel like getting a few threats at a time is better than like having your late game be ruined by just one big board clear.
Yeah, I mean, recently I played against a what is it, a control warrior on ladder, and having that staggered play from Ysera actually won me the game, because if I would have had King Feoris and it dropped all that at once, he would have had just an easy removal for him, and I wouldn't have had anything left on my board to rebuild with.
Yeah, and I definitely feel like you can't play both in your deck. I feel like that's way too slow.
For sure, that just makes the deck very slow.
Yeah, and you're already having problems against aggro, and running both of those, you're gonna have even more problems.
Yeah, I would say so. Just the fact that they cost 9 or 10, depending on whether you're going Sirius, Cenarius, and Feoris, just makes them so slow against aggro that
Yeah.
you have that card that's stuck in your hand. And the other part is, even if you can play it, if your opponent, your rogue opponent or your warrior opponent has a board, you're not guaranteed to get taunts or Zilliax or something that can actually make a difference. So you might get a bunch of big bodies without taunt, and your opponent just goes face and win.
Yeah.
And that's not fun for you. Just having him win after that does not feel great.
Like you definitely see already, like a lot of times in aggro matches, you can never play the Ysera.
Yeah.
It's just stranded, and you can't take the risk of having 2 cards be just stranded.
Yeah, Ysera is a card mostly for rogue matchup, for the mirror matchup, for any controlling matchup.
Yeah.
You don't really need it against aggro. Basically, you play it if you already won. And if you already won, you don't need it. You can just go with other better cards.
Yeah.
In fact, in THL, it is a consideration to remove Ysera if you're assuming your opponent is heavily aggro.
Yeah, definitely.
I think you can put something else in that slot and not feel like you lost anything. And there are some possibilities. I could see, for example, just playing Zeph instead, or just playing even Wing Guardian, just a good 7-drop that taunts.
Yeah. Or we were talking about earlier, maybe just put in 1 copy of Bees.
Yeah, you could also just put in 1 copy of Bees, because you have enough good tempo cards that will win against aggro.
Yeah.
That wouldn't work against Rogue, because Rogue does need a lot of value to beat it, and you would also need something against Highlander Mage and things like that. Highlander Mage is a pretty bad matchup just because they have their own quest, which is called Luna's Pocket Galaxy. Yeah, if they get that quest down, you just lose.
Yeah.
Because you cannot out-tempo Luna. So you can try, and you need to get super lucky. But a lot of times, if they have Lunas, you just concede. If you don't have a way to kill them fast at that point, you're just going to lose from there. There's no way you can outvalue that single card.
No. Well, like at that point, you need to kill them in like a turn or two.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I think it feels like a very fun deck to play as well. I would recommend it if you're facing a lot of Galakron Warrior and Galakron Rogue. I would recommend just jamming this on ladder. In THL, I think it's just good because also Druid has that special flexibility. You can flex onto Token and onto a Bacon, and both of them have fairly different matchup spreads. Like Token will crush the aggro decks if you're facing them, and Embiggen is just really solid against actually a lot of the hunters and the rogues. Do you guys want to add anything to Quest Druid? Anything I forgot to talk about?
No, I think we've had a pretty like thorough discussion of it.
Yep.
Cool. Well, I don't think we should take anyone too late. I think this is a good 8:30 is around a good time to stop. Half an hour of deck guide. Um, if there are any questions, message here. I didn't get any in chat, so you can always just message them directly to us. We're happy to talk about anything. But thank you all for watching today. I had a good time. How did you guys feel?
I did too.
It was fun. It was just a really good match, and we had some really good conversation about Quest Druid. I had a blast.
Good. I had a ton of fun as well. Thank you, Big Ted, for being here. It was great having you again.
Yeah.
Thank you, SilverTFox. It's just great to have you. I thank you guys for having me as an OP tonight.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for
Always a
joining us.
pleasure.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah. We'll see you all soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
See ya.
Goodbye.